Midst of all of this, we do know that Devendra Fadnavis was in the national capital late last night. He attended the Om Birla daughter's wedding, but after that had a closed-door meeting with none else but Mr. Amit Shah, which went all too late in the night. He only met him at about midnight. Will it be Devendra Fadnavis? There is a clear clamour, especially from the BJP cadre, who goes on to suggest that he gave up the position once and there cannot be any bigger claimant but Devendra Fadnavis, who many feel was the one who part orchestrated this win. Even the RSS, who was all in where this election was concerned, is pushing for a BJP chief ministerial face and have put their weight behind no one else but Devendra Fadnavis. So will Devendra Fadnavis make a comeback as the chief minister of Maharashtra? On the other hand, it does seem that Eknath Shinde also a probable option. He's bargaining hard. Was there a pre-poll understanding between the allies, BJP and the Eknath Shinde Sena, that he will continue as chief minister? The election, where the Mahayuti was concerned, was fought under Eknath Shinde as the CM face. So who of the two? And there really isn't much time. Let's cut across to Sahil Joshi, managing editor, Aaj Tak, Mumbai bureau chief, who's joining us live. We'll also have Dhaval Kulkarni, senior associate editor, India Today magazine, Rajat Sethi, political commentator, and Sudhir Suryavanshi, senior journalist. Sahil, there really isn't much time, but it seems that the Mahayuti is in no hurry. Constitutionally, what are we looking at? President's rule till the chief minister's name is announced? What does it look like?
Well, the assembly has been formed. The election commission has, presented the notification of the elected member of Legislative Assembly of Maharashtra to the governor, and that has been notified. Today, the chief minister has gone and resigned from his position because the term of the earlier assembly is ending today. And then he has been asked to continue as a caretaker chief minister. So, so there is no question of having any kind of president's rule at this point of time. And in the past also, there are multiple incidences where even after the assembly's term got over, the negotiations between the two parties went on for a month or so. So, it doesn't look like that there will be a president rule at this point of time, because there is an alliance which is with a very massive mandate already is in a place, and the governor is aware of the situation at this point of time. Now comes to the question of the chief ministership. What it seems now is that the decision will be taken. It's not only the decision of the chief minister. For an example, if the BJP decides to retain the chief minister's position, then they will also have to decide that what are they going to do with the important portfolios, because normally in the alliance government, whichever party has the chief minister's position, the other party gets the important portfolios like home or finance. Whether that will be the condition even today, if the BJP takes the chief minister's position. Normally what we have seen in the past is that the BJP doesn't leave the home department to anybody else. So with the chief ministership, will they retain the home department? Will they try to put it to somebody else? That is the question. Number two is that if suppose they decide to go with Eknath Shinde for multiple reasons, what I'm hearing is that the discussion is also about the upcoming BMC elections, the municipal corporation elections, and Uddhav Thackeray is down, but he's not out. I mean, he still has 20 seats with him, and in Mumbai, he has managed to win almost 10 seats. So his dominance in Mumbai is still there. And in that scenario, what will be the better situation? Will it be having a BJP chief minister, or should be given to Eknath Shinde for some more time, so that finally forever Uddhav Thackeray can be curtailed, is what also the BJP leadership is thinking. Okay. Interestingly, yesterday Devendra Fadnavis was in Delhi. He had gone for a public function, which is Lok Sabha Speaker's daughter's wedding ceremony. So he had gone for that. But interestingly, he just attended the public ceremony and he came back. One of the NCP senior leader was telling me that they had spoken to Amit Shah at least thrice since the time the election results are out. But Amit Shah is not ready to speak even an inch about what is going to be the formula for the chief minister's formation. So that clearly shows that right now they are contemplating various options and they don't want to go ahead with any kind of a decisions immediately. Secondly, last point from my side about this is that secondly, what I saw yesterday, suddenly in the late night, around 12:30 in the night, Eknath Shinde tweeted saying that none of his supporters should be coming to Mumbai to create a buzz about his chief minister's position. And also his son Shrikant Shinde, he's also a member of parliament. He had tweeted a certain video in which people are talking about how Eknath Shinde should be made a chief minister. That video and that tweet was also deleted. So somewhere both the sides have decided to calm down first and have a fresh discussion with respect to that. So,
all right, so is there a climb down
is,
where the Eknath Shinde Sena is concerned, and what comes of Devendra Fadnavis? We did discuss the possibility of keeping Eknath Shinde on, especially till the BMC elections, where could be a possibility of resurrection of the Uddhav Sena, who's down but not completely out. Let's cut across to Rajat Sethi. Rajat, what are you picking up from the circles, the inside circles? Who do you think is going to be the probable chief minister? Who we put your money on?
With BJP, you don't put your money on. You don't don the cap of predicting the future. You let the BJP leadership, who have not just the present outlook but also have multiple things to balance out, and perhaps they're looking at various aspects of looking at formulations which might pan out in the near future, in the long-term future, for the for BJP's interest, the interest of Yuti, and for the interest of Maharashtra. Largely speaking, if you go by merit, Fadnavis ji has delivered third big mandate for the party and for the alliance, so he certainly deserves elevation. However, we also know that continuity also brings in some level of merit, especially not by BMC logic. I still believe BMC or a municipal corporation election is not going to sway BJP's thinking, but BJP would be keen to see that, how can the alliance and respect to all its constituents remains intact, and, perhaps have a larger or a bigger canvas for Devendra Fadnavis even at the national level. So those are perhaps the experiments on which I believe the BJP would be thinking around.
If I may ask one question to Rajat, if you allow.
Of course, Sahil, go ahead.
Yeah, so, interestingly, Rajat, I really want to know, is it because that the mandate was completely unexpected even for the BJP leadership? Because there are two things. I mean, winning the election with such a massive mandate, a 90%, almost 90% strike rate by the BJP. It's something which even they, it looks like that even they were not expecting, because if it wouldn't have been the numbers what we are looking at this point of time, the decision for the chief ministership would have been quite easy, I guess. Is that one of the reasons why they are taking some time? Because they will have to do a lot of explaining to whoever they choice. If they make Eknath Shinde chief minister, then they will have to do a lot of explaining to their own cadre, who has been really waiting to have their chief minister since last 5 years. And on the other hand, if they make Fadnavis or BJP leader a chief minister, then explanation towards Eknath Shinde. So that number has actually caused this delay. That what do you think?
So, Sahilji, in my limited understanding, I believe the mandate and keeping the ship steady, a major chunk of the credit also goes to Eknath Shinde. There were a lot of attacks. There were a lot of personal attacks from the Agadi against the chief minister, and he stood the ground, and he held a very matured outlook around not falling for any kind of a personal attack, especially coming in from Uddhav Thackeray. So he has showcased a degree of leadership which also cannot be ignored. And as I said, there is no logic that I foresee where, status quo around Devendra Fadnavis ji can be justified. So he will go either at the state level or at the central level. That is the call, I think.
I see it completely differently, because, in the campaign, what I saw is that it is in assembly specifically, that Devendra Fadnavis was more attacked by the Mahavikas Agadi leaders, and it's not Eknath Shinde more, specifically in Marathwada, in Vidarbha, all across Maharashtra. So it was actually Devendra Fadnavis who was actually fighting some kind of an anti-incumbency since last 2 years. So bouncing back on that track is something which I think if he is not made the chief minister, the party hierarchy will have to explain to their workers. That's what I feel.
All right. Stay with us, sir. We're going to just come right back. Sudhir Suryavanshi, yesterday when we were discussing this, you threw a bit of a googly in midst of all of this and said that don't be surprised if there could be a chit which comes in like it came in from Madhya Pradesh or in Rajasthan. What do you reckon? You actually feel there could be somebody completely a wild card thrown in, or what we are clearly looking at is Eknath, Shinde or Devendra Fadnavis? It's one of the two.
See, Preeti, that is true that, presently, Devendra Fadnavis is more probable candidate of the chief minister. Second is Eknath Shinde. But in politics, we cannot say that these things will happen, that things will happen. Politics is the art of all possibilities. We cannot rule out any possibility what will not happen. So we are particularly in Maharashtra also, we have seen since 2019 how many twists and turns has happened in Maharashtra. And the second thing, Eknath Shinde is not yet lying down. He is asserting his positions. There are a lot of, behind the curtain things has been going from his camp also. That is certain that Devendra Fadnavis has major chances to become the chief minister. But on the other hand, Shinde camp is not also ready to accept it. Therefore, the delay is happening. Otherwise, if they got a massive mandate, 230 or something odd seats out of 288 seats, so what is holding them back? That is my, everybody must be asking that question. What is holding them back? And I think, if you remember, Amit Shah has clearly said, you three leader of all three major parties like Shiv Sena, NCP and BJP, you sit together, make the consensus, and then come to me. I think in the state only they are not able to make the consensus who will be their leader. Ajit Pawar has, without making consultation, he has extended his support to Devendra Fadnavis. On the other hand, Eknath Shinde camp is saying that because of Ajit Pawar, their bargaining power has gone down. So they are blaming Ajit Pawar camp for their, reducing their bargaining power. On the other hand, Ajit Pawar is not comfortable to work under the Eknath Shinde. On the different hand, Shinde doesn't want to be, DCM as Devendra Fadnavis was made a DCM. He doesn't want to be DCM. He either wants to CM, or there is news that he is also pushing for his son, Dr. Srikant Shinde, to make a deputy chief minister. There are many things are happening behind the curtain. So we don't know which things will come out at the last moment. So we should be ready for the surprises, as I said yesterday.
Okay. Dhaval, do you also think that we should be ready for a rabbit to be pulled out of the hat, or we can expect the expected?
I think we should be ready for a rabbit to be pulled out of the hat, because considering the way in which the politics in Maharashtra has shaped up over the last 5 years, our politicians have proved that at least when it comes to Maharashtra, politics is the art of achieving the impossible. Who would think that, the Shiv Sena would part ways with the BJP, go with the Congress and NCP? Who would have thought that, Devendra Fadnavis would be part of a very short-lived dispensation with Ajit Pawar? Who would have thought that that a party like the Shiv Sena would split? But Preeti, let me tell you something. This is a bit of a Hobson's choice for the BJP. It's a bit of a catch-22. On one hand, there is a very legitimate demand from the leaders and the cadre of the BJP and also the Sangha Parivar that Devendra Fadnavis should be the chief minister. Because if you remember, Devendra Fadnavis was projected as a sort of a villain by the other power players in the state. Manoj Zarange Patil selectively targeted, the Maratha agitation selectively targeted Devendra Fadnavis. Even then, he has managed to pull off a very phenomenal victory. 132 seats, which is a record so far for the BJP. But at the same time, we must also understand that there was a reason why the BJP chose Eknath Shinde and not Devendra Fadnavis to be the chief minister of Maharashtra in June 2022. What was the purpose? The purpose was what they wanted to achieve Project Shiv Sena. The Project Shiv Sena means running the Shiv Sena, that is the Uddhav Sena, down to ground zero. Because remember, Maharashtra is the only state where you have two parties which claim to be pro-Hindutva parties fighting for the same vote base. So in a sense, the BJP can grow only by up to a point, or rather beyond that, by cannibalizing the base of the Shiv Sena and vice versa. And that project is not complete, because even though Uddhav Thackeray has managed to get only 20 MLAs elected, he still retains some spunk in Mumbai. So if that party has to be broken down, if that party, if more elected representatives from the party have to be brought over to the Mahayuti's side, it is necessary for Eknath Shinde to continue as the chief minister, because the power that he wields comes from the fact that he is the chief minister of Maharashtra. Because if you see it that way, if you see it clinically, despite his electoral success, Eknath Shinde does not really have a party apparatus beyond Thane and Palghar. His party, his Shiv Sena, is more of a loose conglomeration of MLAs, which are, rather than proper political party per se. Which is why I think we should not be surprised if the BJP leadership finally gives in and decides that, look, let us give Shinde at least one more year, and as let him continue for the chief minister's one more year, because this is what Shinde's people are saying. Shinde's people are going back to the Bihar model. What does the Bihar model mean? The Bihar model means that Nitish Kumar, despite having a lower number of MLAs in Bihar, then the BJP is allowed to continue as the chief minister. And Shinde's men say, look, all said and done, that's what they claim. Ladki Bahin was Shinde's idea. All these welfare schemes were Shinde's idea. But we must also understand that it does not suit the BJP for Shinde to emerge as the next Hindu Hruday Samrat or the Marathi Hruday Samrat. Because at some point, he is going to clash with the BJP.
You're right. This is a catch.
Party is going to clash with that of the BJP.
Important points that you make, Dhaval, there. And Sahil, to bring you in on this, because it is, quite a bit of a catch-22 situation. You're in between a rock and a hard place where the BJP is concerned. But do you take from what Dhaval is saying that at least till the decimation of the original Shiv Sena is complete, maybe a little more than the BMC election, continue with Eknath Shinde, get in a power sharing arrangement, and then move from there, and then, hold back?
Well, everyone understands that nobody is ready to leave the chief minister's position so easily. So, if it is right now, it is right now. It cannot happen. Okay, 1 year, BJP had seen it with Mayawati. In Uttar Pradesh, when there was an arrangement between BJP and Mayawati then refused to get down from the chief minister's position because the political situation keeps changing. So I don't know whether they will have to take that kind of a risk. Okay, for 1 year, we'll give it to you, and later we will see what we can do, and etc. etc. But yes, one point is definitely there. It's not only the BMC election. Please understand. In Maharashtra, there is no municipal corporation is in existence at this point of time. So whenever there will be the municipal corporation elections in Maharashtra, it is going to be another assembly election altogether. At least 15 of the Maharashtra cities, there is no municipal corporation in existence, which includes Mumbai, Nagpur, Pune, Nasik, all the important cities. So whenever those elections will be announced, that is going to be another assembly elections. So Mahayuti in present form, I don't think they will be fighting the elections together, whereas Mahavikas Aghadi will have to fight those elections together. At least there will be different segments coming together and fighting those elections together. So in that scenario, again, the present government or whoever has come to power will be judged by the performance of those municipal corporation elections. So the BJP will also have to, the BJP hierarchy will also have to think about that. Not that the BJP in 2017 has given quite a tough spot to them when Devendra Fadnavis was the chief minister, and they had almost managed to come at eye level with Shiv Sena when the Shiv Sena was together. So even that thought is also going to be there.
Sudhir Suryavanshi, the last 5 minutes, I want to bring in Rajat and you and Dhaval quickly back into the conversation. So what do you think, Sudhir? What is the most probable, or do you think, which we pointed out, it's going to go either ways, but are we going to see an announcement soon? That's the big question.
So I don't think so there will be soon announcement because, if I spoke with Eknath Shinde camp in the BJP's camp also, the things are happening in a rapid fire way and nobody wants to lay down the things, easily. Because if you remember, if the Eknath Shinde, he has already resigned as the chief minister. Now he is the caretaking chief minister of Maharashtra. If you just imagine if he is not at the helm of the affair, so I think that is, breathing space for the Uddhav Thackeray. Uddhav Thackeray, out of 28 seats across the Maharashtra, he got 10 seats from the Mumbai itself. So he's and Mumbai, the Sena main base was Mumbai and Konkan. If the main soul is still, alive of the Shiv Sena, that is UBT. I think if Eknath Shinde will not be the chief minister, that will give more breathing space for the Uddhav Thackeray to expand and to revive his party footprint across the Maharashtra and Mumbai, itself. Besides, it will also send a wrong message to the cadre of the Marathi, voter that BJP has used the Eknath Shinde. Now use has been, over. Now they have thrown them out. So that message will be also send it, wrong message to the voter also. We have seen BJP in the Goa, we have seen BJP in the many states, how they use the people, how they throw the people. Again, that message will be, the opposition will, make that message loud and clear that BJP uses Shinde, now they have thrown them. So that kind of thing should be happen with the Marathi Manus. So this is a very tricky situation for the BJP, whether to go with the Devendra Fadnavis, whether to go with the Eknath Shinde. Going with Devendra Fadnavis will also, a good thing for the Maharashtra. At least we will get a stable leadership because the financial affair is very bad in Maharashtra. Already there is a 8.5 lakh crore debt over the Maharashtra. There are many things. People are worried about their salaries, whether salaries they will get. So situation is very tricky financially situation. So we need some kind of strong leadership and strong government. But now the party will have to, I think, BJP top leadership is also in a confused situation. I feel that. Therefore, they are taking time. Otherwise,
but Rajat Sethi, is it just the BJP now? Because the RSS, that many thought was one of the forces that propelled the BJP to get this mammoth, victory, has also made it very clear that it should be a BJP chief minister. How much of truck will the RSS have in this decision?
I don't think RSS, put forth such or answers such questions as to who their pick is. It doesn't work like that. Anybody who works closely with the Sangh would concur with that. Secondly, it's a problem of plenty. I don't think BJP or anybody in BJP is worried. The problem of plenty is a good problem to have. And, BJP of all parties in the country is one party who has enormous number of opportunities for all possible leaders of all hues and colors within its fold. Adjustment is something which, even before the election, I'm confident that both the Prime Minister and the Home Minister would have thought through that this is how they want to balance the cart and place, various functionaries on the chessboard. So we analysts might be thinking that the BJP is confused or worried or unable to handle the situation. They are keeping their cards close to the chest, like always. And problem of plenty is something that Prime Minister Modi loves. Home Minister loves that. So this is a problem. This is not a problem for them for sure. They are enjoying this moment of glory.
Double 20 seconds, wrap it up. What do you think is going to happen in days to come?
I think the BJP may delay the decision for a while, because just some time ago I was speaking to a senior BJP leader. So he said that the decision is likely to be taken around the 2nd of December. He says we already have a caretaker government in place and there's no hurry because we already have a very brute kind of a majority. So the term that he used was thanda karke khao. That is what the BJP is trying to do, to take its time, think through all the options and then finally take a decision which it thinks suits it best.
All right, we're going to leave it at that, but I think it was Sahil or Sudhir who said thanda karke kaun khayega is the biggest question right now. We're going to let it rest. Appreciate all four of you for joining us.